Do you have eyesight? Are you currently able to see my face right now? Isn't that annoying? Fortunately, the wellness influencers of TikTok have an all-natural remedy for you. It's called
Sungazing.
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 Sungazing. Practice sungazing to
Make sungazing a part of your routine.
Content warning, this is gonna hurt. Don't do that. Oh, he looks so sunburned. Oh, what could be up there? Don't do that. Oh, those are your eyes. Shade them. Stop. That's painful. That feeling is pain. Oh, don't do it. Noon? He's staring at the sun at noon? Oh my, for an hour? He's looking at the sun for an hour? I can't, oh no. I feel like I damaged my eyes just watching them damage their eyes, but they're just getting started. Okay, you probably have some questions such as, is this a joke? Or what? Or the actual as do I. So let's hear it from the medical professional influencers of TikTok.
Let me start by saying I am not a doctor or a licensed physician here in the United States Corporation of America.
Okay, maybe not that guy.
You guys haven't seen my post on how sungazing literally ejects demons because they can't handle the light.
Demons?
Eyes haven't quite adjusted. Getting rid of a demon.
Okay, not that guy either.
When you're outside, sunlight, you become a lot more aware. It's all scientifically proven by me, so you can trust me.
Hey, now that is science. Guy on the internet says, trust me, bro. What more do you need?
Also, darker skinned people have a lot more melatonin than white people, so it's a lot more harder for them to get sunlight into their cells.
So he doesn't know the difference between melanin and melatonin. I mean, most doctors wouldn't either, right?
It's where people have less melatonin than.
I mean, he only got it wrong twice in 20 seconds. It's fine. He said you can trust him.
I've been staring at the sun for 7 years. Sun gazing fuels your pineal gland, strengthening melatonin and serotonin, balances your energy centers, fuels your chakras, converts collagen. Okay, I made that last one up.
I know what you're thinking. Maybe she made it all up.
Creates chlorophyll? It's good for you.
And you might have a point there, but this lady wrote a self-published book, and they don't let just anyone do that.
Does anyone else sun gaze? Does anyone else stare at the sun? I saw some videos on it years ago how it's supposed to decalcify the pineal gland, re-energize the mind, and help awaken the third eye. No idea if it's true. Sometimes I do it.
Right, it might be total bullshit. I mean, all that sounded like bullshit, but do it anyway. And hey, you don't have to take their word for it. You can always
Do your own research.
do your own research. Do your own research.
Right, if you do your own research, just a simple Google or Yahoo search for sun gazing, and you'll quickly see the danger.
Don't look it up on Google or Yahoo. Maybe go to Yandex and just search in some benefits of sungazing.
Sorry, they don't mean your own research, only the research they approve of, like this fine scholar here.
Research sungazing. I don't believe the sun is a ball of gas in the vacuum of space, 93 million miles away.
Never too early in the morning for some flat earther logic. Right, cause yeah, you'd have to be as dumb as a warthog to believe in balls of gas in space.
Pumbaa, with you, everything's gas.
No, instead you should do research by watching videos of people who stare at the sun because they don't believe in space. I'm sorry, I need a moment. He literally just said he doesn't believe the sun is a ball of gas in the vacuum of space. So what is it then?
The sun is there to heal us. It's the life giver to the earth, the light of the world.
No cuts, that was his whole answer, which clarifies nothing. All right, let's hear some more sun gazers struggle to answer the question, what is the sun?
Well, this is where we get our energy from. The sun literally charges us up. You see what I'm saying? Just like your charger charges your phone, this is what the sun does for us.
Being in the sun is very good for you. A lot of people think that it's bad because it gives you
Sunburns.
sunburns. The sun's energy penetrates through your cells, which is why you get sunburns. Many
No.
people's cells are filled with chemicals and things like that.
Chemicals?
That's why it's called sunburns, because it literally burns the things that you have inside your body.
The sun doesn't just warm your skin, it awakens your soul. Ancient civilizations knew this, worshiping it as the source of all life. It's so much more than mere heat and light. You see, the sun emits frequencies that recalibrate your cells, awakening dormant DNA and charging your biofield with pure cosmic energy.
Literally recharges your body. If you're standing in the ground with bare feet, you're getting the energy from the ground. You're getting the positive energy from the sun.
The sun is a portal, and sun gazing is the key to opening your third eye, because the sun is truly the third eye in the sky. Through sun gazing, unlocking that portal, traveling other dimensions astrally, gaze at the sun, the portal in the sky.
So far we've got a battery charger, a portal, and an eye, and the source of something. Got all that?
But still to this day, people don't believe me. They think it's impossible to use nature to heal your vision. But when people do have sight problems, they might go and get laser surgery, and that's what I believe is happening with the sun.
Oh, staring at the sun is like DIY LASIK surgery. Why not just point a laser in your eye then? I'm kidding. That's a joke. Can't give these people ideas. And yet, they're not joking when they say that protecting your eyes from blindness is all just a cover-up to hide the truth.
They told us not to look at the sun, or else I would go blind.
They had a point there.
But spiritual family, let me tell y'all today that they told us not to look at the sun.
For good reasons.
Because they wanted us to stay blind. They wanted us to stay blind. Can I get an eye shade?
Did he say, can I get an eye shade?
Can I get an eye shade?
Eye shade, dude. Oh, man, you really need to put these on. Like, really, right now.
And they tell you that you'll go blind by staring at the sun to keep you in fear of how powerful this spiritual practice truly is.
Ah, the mysterious them. They want to sell you sunglasses. Sounds like a conspiracy. They want you to wear SPF sunscreens. Ooh, it's right up there with the cabal suppressing your right to touch hot stoves. We'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Hot Stoves. Did you know that touching a hot stove has many health benefits? It stimulates your nervous system, releases adrenaline and cortisol, kicks your mind into high gear, and exercises your vocal cords. Anyone who says otherwise is covering up the truth. Do your own research. Type benefits of touching hot stoves into Yandex and ignore anything you find that contradicts what I just said. These sun gazers know what I'm talking about. Check out their research.
And sun gazing, contrary to popular belief, we've been taught our whole lives that, if you're staring directly into the sun, you can go blind. It's the complete opposite. Sun gazing can actually improve your eyesight.
After I was able to correct my vision through sun gazing, it made me start questioning things. I started to ask, what else are they actually lying about?
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm gonna do it. I've had my friends tell me I'm gonna go blind, but here I am 10 years later and I still got 20/10 vision.
And I know the sun has many healing properties. The UV rays hit you, and it's back in the day, I remember they used to feed us with that propaganda. Don't look at the sun, you're gonna go blind.
There was propaganda, like posters and leaflets and TV spots telling you basic common sense? How did I miss this?
They also told me milk does a body good, so you know they be lying. They be lying.
That was an ad campaign, dude. Those were commercials. They also said tricks are for kids.
34 years old now. I have never met anyone in my lifetime that has gone blind from looking at the sun. Never met them, never seen it on the internet.
Never went blind, never met anyone who went blind, never seen it on the internet. This guy's real good at doing his own research. You know he doesn't use Google, because it sure didn't take me long to find a sun gazer who did all three of those things.
I was literally just staring at the sun like this every single day. And a week passed, and my eyes were like not adjusting. I couldn't see the calendar at my dad's office from just standing by the door. Like, it was that bad. And I would go to work and I couldn't read the temperature for the fryers because I work at KFC. And I was literally reading a book, like right here. It wasn't even that far from my face. Like, I couldn't read it because of my eyes, because I was sun gazing midday.
So yes, he did get blinded by sun gazing. And what were the other two things?
Never met anyone that has gone blind. Never met them, never seen it on the internet.
Yep, he did those too.
And even my friend James, he was sun gazing, and I remember walking in the subway, he couldn't read anything, and I'm like, yeah, it's from sun gazing. He was like, yeah. The sun gazing, it does hurt your eyes, man. I remember watching this guy's video on YouTube, and he had to go to the doctor because he was sun gazing for only like 5 minutes. And I was doing it for at least 30 minutes to an hour because I learned this the hard way.
So from all those painful experiences, this young man learned a valuable lesson.
Do not look at the sun midday. You can if you want to. I still do sometimes. Personally, I still do.
He still does it.
But I still sun gaze sometimes when the sun is rising. I go out in this beautiful field and I look at the sun, and you get downloads from the sun. And I put up the benefits right here. Sun gazing helps boost your energy, recall dreams, improves your eyesight.
He still believes it improves your eyes. How is blindness an improvement?
And it does detox your body. Looking at the sun and sunbathing does detox your body from all mucus, all disease, all sicknesses.
Are we doomed as a species? Let's add that to the list of questions, shall we? Now let's check in on the next sun gazer and see if he manages to learn anything.
Sun gazing until I'm fully enlightened.
Also known as touching the hot stove till you learn the hard way.
They told me not to look at the sun, and now I'm blind. I'm blind. Psych. I'm looking into my third eye. I could never go blind.
Never say never, because his next video featured himself staring into the sun for an hour.
1 hour of sun gazing with Neek Netaru, the enlightened Black Buddha, Christ incarnate.
Okay, apparently he's also Christ incarnate. Tell us you're a narcissist without saying you're a narcissist.
This could turn out to be one of the most powerful videos that I've yet to post.
Oh yeah, best idea ever. I'll spare you the hour length of this video, and let's just skip to the follow-up of what happened next.
And I did damage my eyesight, okay? I damaged my vision. My vision was a little blurry. I had a blind spot in the center of my vision for 3 months at least. I would look at faces, words. It was a literal sun, a little ball of energy. I had opened up the eye of the eye, which I could truly receive the information from the sun.
I'd say the information he received is, don't look at the sun.
I was looking at screens. My coworkers was laughing. This is when I was still working in the tech company. I had to be like this when I was typing because I could only see certain things from different angles, okay?
Yeah, so he couldn't do his job because Christ incarnate here worked at a tech company and couldn't read the words on the screen. Do you think he learned his lesson? Do I even have to ask at this point?
But my eyes adjusted, they got stronger, and now I'm able to gaze at the sun at any time of the day.
For now.
Okay? So I will say, sun gaze carefully and cautiously. Do your research. Ask me questions about sun gazing, but
no further questions. And I don't recommend you ask this guy questions either, or this next guy, even if you meet him on the street and he offers to teach you how to sun gaze.
You don't understand what I'm doing, it would appear to be nuts. One good blast of sun could do you good. We're gonna both stare at the sun together. We're gonna try our hardest to go blind.
Who could pass up that offer aside from literally everyone, except for this dude, apparently? So the lesson begins.
Now, are you in any pain? No, it just feels weird,
A little bit
right?
of pain. A little bit of pain.
It's not pain like a punch in the arm.
No, it's a little scary.
Keep going, keep going.
My
It's
eyes
not
are
pain.
tearing
You're a
already.
very strong man. That is not pain. It's something else. It's something you never experienced before.
It's pain.
Absorbing huge amounts of energy through your eyeballs that can fix parts of you that nothing else can fix.
Wow.
So fight to keep them open. Pull them open. Yeah, pull. It's the whole name of the game.
I can smile like you.
You're getting more sun now than you've gotten in your whole life
Wow.
at one moment. The tears, if you keep going, the tears will happen only once and never again. Keep going. You're doing so fucking good.
I've never done it this long before.
Isn't it
It's always like,
How
3-4
beautiful is
seconds.
that? You ever see anything
It's
so
pretty
beautiful?
intense. I'm not going to say it's beautiful, it's intense.
It's the
Yeah,
most
and
beautiful thing on
painful
earth.
and dangerous.
Next time I
I'm
see
very
you, I'll
proud
let
of
you
you.
know.
You just did amazing.
Tommy, nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Jason. I'm Mr. Based on YouTube. I'm Jason Itzler on Wikipedia.
Well, Jason Itzler on Wikipedia, let's do our own research, shall we? Let's see. Itzler is a live streamer, felon, and former ringleader of a prostitution ring. Hey, he has been in prison multiple times for drug crimes, prostitution, and money laundering. Itzler has previously been charged with aggravated assault with a weapon, burglary, and stalking.
I'm Mr. Based on YouTube. I'm Jason Itzler on Wikipedia. And my life mission is to teach people how good for them the sun is and so that everyone could partake in the energy.
Yeah, no, that's not his mission. The YouTube channel he mentioned has since been deleted for violating terms of service, but the few clips I found show him willing to do literally any stupid thing for attention.
How about we put it on my arm and light it? Ah! Oh. Ah! Shit, what I do for fucking views, huh?
That's what he does for fucking views. And in case you think all that's behind him and he's turned over a new leaf as a sun-gazing guru, those stalking and assault charges were from 2024. So on the bright side, when he does give himself permanent blindness, we don't have to feel too bad for him. Okay, so what have we learned? Sun-gazing has its pros and cons and felons. So on the downside, we have blindness and permanent eye damage. And the pros are, well, the influencers are kind of all over the place. What with the melanin or melatonin or chlorophyll or demons. But what they all do seem to agree on is that sun gazing, something, pineal gland something.
The benefits of sun gazing are it's going to stimulate your pineal gland.
When you decalcify your pineal gland,
will heal the pineal gland.
Sun gazing fuels your pineal gland.
A way to get energy to the pineal gland, you must stare into the light.
Sun gazing is said to decalcify and grow the pineal gland.
You know, decalcifying your pituitary gland.
Well, he was close. They both start with the letter P, right? You may be wondering, what is a pineal gland? Great question. Why don't we ask the experts?
You can basically see the pineal gland as the light of consciousness.
It's well known that our pineal gland is located right here. Our psychic centers of our brain are right here.
The pineal gland is right in the middle of your brain. The pineal gland looks just like a mini pine cone. And a pine cone without light is closed, but when it receives sunlight, it'll begin to open in every aspect. And this is what will happen to your actual pineal gland when you give it sunlight, aka sun gazing.
All right, got all that? The pineal gland is an itty-bitty pine cone behind your third eye that can give you psychic powers, but only if you decalcify it with sunlight. Not that I'm skeptical, but since the pineal gland is a real, actual part of the brain, maybe we should ask a real, actual neuroscientist about this, like Dr. Stephen Novella, a clinical neurologist and associate professor at Yale School of Medicine and host of the Skeptic's Guide to the Universe podcast. That's right, it's interview time, the part of my show where I flex my clout and show off how I get famous people to take my calls and answer dumb questions, just like this.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Novella.
Stevie, hey, welcome to the show.
I'm too busy doing important research right now to take your call, but leave a message and I'll consider responding based on the strength of your evidence.
Hello, Dr. Novella. Sir, I was wondering...
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Well, I guess that's it for today's interview. I'm gonna have to do my own research. Okay, let's go get some sun on my pineal gland. Really, come on, let's go. Now, as a YouTuber, I haven't really been out in the sun or seen the sun or even been out in the outdoors for that matter for quite a few years. But in the name of science, I am willing to give this a try. So, oh my God. Oh, this is just a porch. Okay, I'm gonna, oh, it burn! Oh, it's in my pineal. Oh God, it's hot out here.
Honey, what are you doing?
I think I'm dying of exposure.
You've been out there for like 30 seconds.
Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
I'm hearing voices now.
Hello?
I'm starting to hallucinate.
Do you need some water?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. It's me, oh sun god. I'm ready to download your wisdom.
This is Steve, hello?
Oh, what? Oh.
This is Stephen Novella. I just got a call from this number.
Stephen Novella, I thought you'd never call back. Literally.
Is this a bad time? Look like you're getting a little sweaty there.
No, I was just sunning my pineal gland, but it's okay. That's enough sun exposure for this year. Let's go inside and talk.
Sure, yeah. Did you say something about the pineal gland?
That actually is the whole reason that I was calling you, Stephen, because, see, there's this new trend on TikTok by people who don't believe in space.
What?
And they say that you can cure your pineal gland and get magic psychic powers, too, just by staring directly at the sun. So what do you think?
So is this some kind of a joke?
Yeah, that was my first question, too. But next question, what is a pineal gland? Because I heard that it's a magic pine cone in your head.
Yeah, so the pineal gland, it is named after a pine cone because it's sort of pine coney shaped. It doesn't really look like a pine cone in structure, but it looks like it's that basic shape. And it is a gland, right? All glands, they secrete stuff. So it's a gland that secretes melatonin in your brain.
Okay, so can it be opened or decalcified by sunlight? Just asking.
No. It's not closed. Can't be opened. It does tend to get calcified as we age, which is not a problem, doesn't have any effect. Unless it's like very extreme. Rarely people might have extreme calcification. And then they get a sleep disorder because they're not secreting melatonin. But that's fairly rare. Most people get a little bit of calcification and it's fine, but no, sunlight doesn't decalcify it. Nothing decalcifies the pineal gland once that happens.
Okay, but I also heard that it's like behind your third eye or something. Like, does it give you psychic powers? I just wanted to just run that by you.
Yeah, not so much. The idea is actually really old. Probably the first sort of modern philosopher to raise that issue was Descartes, René Descartes, and who was a dualist, Cartesian dualism. He believed that, the brain was only part of the answer in terms of our consciousness, but we were also spiritual. And so he thought, the pineal gland's interesting. It's only one of them. It sits kind of in the midline of the brain. Most structures are paired, so it's different because it's a midline structure. And we don't know what it does, so maybe it's the mystical connection between the mind and the spirit. But even ancient civilizations thought there was something perhaps mystical about the pineal gland, but these are pre-scientific, superstitious ideas. There's no evidence for any of this or even plausibility. Pineal gland's a gland. We know what it does now. It secretes melatonin. It responds to light. It's part of your daily circadian rhythm. I mean, there may be other things about it too, but it's a biological organ. That's it.
Right. Well, it sounds like there's actually kind of like a pine nut of truth to all of this, right? Because it does respond to light, and it does have something to do with melatonin.
Yes. Typically, when light is high, however, it secretes less melatonin. As light levels go down, like in the evening, then it increases the secretion of melatonin, which gets your brain ready to go to sleep. That's why it's important, especially if you're having sleep issues, to make sure that you have low light levels in the evening. Get some sun during the day, have low light in the evening, no close-up electronic devices, so that your pineal gland, because it totally does this by light levels, it knows when it's day, when it's night, when you're supposed to go to sleep.
Okay, so does staring directly at the sun have to do with that regimen?
No. Please do not do this. Do not stare into the sun. The sun is extremely bright. It's bright enough to burn your retina, and usually it causes pain, and that pain is enough for us not to do this. But don't consciously overcome that pain reflex and try to maintain staring at or even very close to the sun, because it will damage your eye. And there's no benefit to this at all.
Well, there was great benefit to talking to you, Stephen, so thanks so much. And for all of you out there, I hope you're subscribed to the Skeptic's Guide to the Universe. It's wonderful.
None of this is a new trend.
It's not?
No. I mean, if you really want to go down this rabbit hole, take a look at William Bates.
William Bates? Who's that?
Yep. Do your own research. You'll find out.
Where have I heard that before?
Novella out.
Okay, bye. And just when I thought I was done, looks like it's time to face the final boss. Operation Do Your Own Research, and go. Got it. Get a load of this. Around the turn of last century, William Bates was a respected ophthalmologist living in New York. He had a successful practice until something incredibly strange happened. The details are still murky, but one day in 1902, he just mysteriously disappeared. Just walked out of his house, left his wife and all of New York without a trace. She was understandably upset about this and spent months frantically trying to track him down until finally a friend spotted him all the way across the ocean in London. Remember, there were no airplanes back in 1902, so his wife hopped on the next boat, reunited with him, but her joy was quickly crushed when he said, "I do not know why you bother, madam. We are but strangers." William Bates claimed to have total amnesia. No memory of his former life at all. 2 days later, he disappeared and she never saw him again. In fact, no one has any idea what he did for the next 8 years until a former colleague randomly spotted him in North Dakota, of all places, brought him back to New York. Again, he claimed to have no memory of anything, but he settled down and for some reason was allowed to start practicing ophthalmology again. I guess the licensing requirements were a little less stringent back then. We know almost nothing about those lost years, except that he developed some very, shall we say, eccentric beliefs, which he shared with his patients and then the world in a self-published book in 1920. The title is a bit of a mouthful, but eventually shortened to Perfect Sight Without Glasses. And that was the promise. You can throw away your glasses and heal your vision by following the Bates method of exercises like eye push-ups. No, I'm not kidding. This is one of the exercises in the book. Another treatment was, you guessed it, staring at the sun. Not just with your naked eye, but also, Jesus Christ, he's using a magnifying glass on that poor guy. This was obviously before malpractice lawsuits were invented. And this book has been republished and adapted and rehashed ever since, passed down through the generations of hippies in the 60s, New Agers in the 80s, conspiracy theorists in the 90s, all the way up to young TikTokers today. It all goes back to this one self-published book from 1920 and its all-natural system that's still referred to as the Bates method. That's their source. That's it. Just this one guy. But not only are William Bates's wild claims completely unproven, if you think this through, one of two things has to be true. Either he did suffer total amnesia and forgot everything, including his medical training, in which case he shouldn't be trusted on anything, or he made the whole thing up and lied about having amnesia for some reason, in which he can't be trusted on anything. Either way, I can't believe I have to say this, don't look at the sun. Hey, wait, one more thing before you go. As I was gazing into this book, I had a bit of a personal revelation, and I thought I'd share. See, originally, I thought this video would be about yet another crazy fringe trend that I'd never heard of, but then I realized I've seen this before. Way back in the day, before I got into science and skepticism, and I was a lot more open to fringe ideas, I had this group of friends who were passing around this book. It was a later reprint that left out some of the super loony stuff, like the fucking magnifying glass. But it was this book! And they were like, hey Coleman, this is cool, we can use this new thing called the Bates method and exercise our eyes and not have to wear glasses anymore. And I was like, yeah, go for it. I mean, my eyes are already fine, so whatever, but hey, I'll do the exercises with you just to strengthen my eyes so I don't ever need glasses. And I tried it once. I did the eye push-ups, the near and the far focus thing. Thankfully, there was no sun gazing involved. It didn't seem to really do anything, and I'm not nearly disciplined enough to follow any kind of exercise regimen, like, at all, so I didn't keep it up after that. But it wasn't due to any kind of critical thinking. I'd heard it from a friend, I read it in a book, that was good enough for my former self. So I was on board with the idea of eye exercises in exactly the same way that I'm in favor of going to the gym. In theory, if I ever get around to it. Instead I'm probably gonna spend the next 30 hours editing this video, but hey, this is also good for me. I don't know if you know this, but practically every video I make on this channel is about something that I used to believe in, and now I'm debunking for my own good. I thought this one would turn out to be an exception, but nope. Turns out it's just like other ones that I've made, like about chakras or UFOs or psychics or anti-vaccine, anti-fluoride stuff, taking the red pill. It's all stuff that I used to accept uncritically for pretty much the same reasons. Heard it from a friend, read it in a book, saw it on the internet. So I'm gonna keep doing this. I hope you'll subscribe and join me on Patreon because there's plenty more to come. And what about you? What's one belief or idea that you picked up somewhere and never questioned and maybe now you'd like to give it a second look? Please let me know right here in the comments because I really do love reading those. You guys are awesome and it's so fun to see what you have to say. All right, end of confession. So until next time, stay sane.